Okay, so today we got a quick video. So we're gonna change out the fuel filter. This is a 16 Duramax with a 6.6, and we're gonna get to changing it out and show you what the filter looks like. This is the fuel filter, AC Delco. You got your part number on there if you guys need that. I'll show you guys where it's located. Okay, so we're in the wheel well right now. Most trucks will have the liner in here, so you could take your liner off, and here it is. Pretty much you take your sniffer out. It's a sniffer on the bottom. Unscrew that, you unplug your connector, screw out the filter. Pretty simple. And then up top you have a little primer under your intake. I'll show you guys that right now. Yeah, so once you're at the top, you could take your intake off if you want. It's up to you if you can get in there, but I'm gonna take the intake off, and there's a flathead screw. I'm gonna unscrew that, and then I'm gonna push down on the top of this until fuel squirts up to the top, and that'll like prime the filter and everything, so you guys won't like kind of dry start it. But I'm gonna get to doing it and show you guys once I'm doing it. Okay, so yeah, we're on the passenger side of the truck. Your truck will probably have the liner. If you can't take your liner out, then you probably shouldn't be doing this job. You're gonna have a couple of torque spits all around the liner. You pull the liner out and you'll have perfect access to the sensor and everything. So disconnect your sensor, squeeze it, and then you can get some vice grips or a socket if you could fit on there. It shouldn't be really tight at all, so whatever you could fit on there, you can unscrew the sensor, the whiff sensor. So I'm gonna get my tool, take that out, and then I'm gonna unscrew this. Really simple job. Okay, whiff sensor's unplugged. Off camera, I got this thing kind of loose, and just screw her out. Might get a little bit of fuel on you, but no biggie. Really simple. Take your whiff sensor out, you throw it in the new one, and then I'm gonna show you guys the priming process. Wow, that thing was dirty. Huh. Guess that's why we're changing it. Okay, that's our old. Pop her in the new. I'm actually gonna clean this up a little bit. It's a little filthy. The filter's probably so nasty inside. Yeah, so what I did is just got a Q-tip, cleaned it up a little bit. It seemed like there's some dirty stuff in it, so just a little cleanup, nothing big. Alright, so I'll throw it in the new filter, clockwise. Alright. And this thing doesn't have to go on super tight. I mean, it's plastic, so you don't want to just break it. So just give it a little bit of. That's tight enough right there. Throw in the truck. All right. Let's see where she goes up there. Get her in. guys up here on the wheel. I need 2 hands. Okay. It doesn't have to be super tight on there, but you want it on there pretty good. You don't want to have any fuel leaks. Plug your whiffer back in. Whiff sensor. Give that click. And then there's the priming. Okay, take the intake off, make this a lot easier on myself. And up here. Okay, once the intake's off, we're up here. This is where we're trying to get to. Get your little flathead. Open this bad boy up. Oh, might have to use a socket. Looks like mine's a little stripped out. So I'm gonna get a little, there might be a 10 mil. Okay, so intake's up here, out of the way. Used flatheads to take those off. Okay, now we're at the top of the fuel filter housing. What you want to do is get a flathead screwdriver and take this out. Mine looks a little stripped from like the previous owner, so I got a 13mm socket and I'm just gonna unscrew it. And then once I unscrew that, I'm gonna pump here and then pump, and that's gonna fill that filter, and then we'll be primed. Throw your screw back in and then you'll be done. Okay. Here's your screw. Got a little O-ring on there. Yeah, mine's got a little banged up. I don't know if someone has some trouble taking it off, someone put it on too tight. But this is how you prime it. You want to push down, pump, give it a couple pumps. Let's get it a little tighter. Make sure they're not leaking on the bottom. Oh, we're good. Okay, so just keep pumping. There we go. Once it's up there, throw your screw back in. Yeah, this thing doesn't have to be crazy tight. It's plastic, so that's about it. That's all you need. Throw our intake back on. There we go. Flathead it. Done deal. It's just a quick, simple video for you guys. Nothing crazy. I'm making this video as real as possible. I got everything put back together, but I forgot to put the O-rings, and you know, do not forget these. Okay, yeah, so I got it all put back together and everything. My truck started, but it turned off for some weird reason. I thought I messed up on the priming process, but yeah, on my old one there's an O-ring here. Don't forget that, you know. Just making this video as real as possible. So now I'm gonna put the O-ring in and put it back together. But everything was good. I didn't have any leaks or anything, but I looked inside and there was a little bit of fuel coming out, so that's what that was from. We're gonna throw this O-ring in and call it a day. Yeah, and there's an O-ring on the bottom. This is the old one. I didn't have a leak here or anything, but I'm gonna change it out too. I'm just making this video as real as possible, you know. I'm not gonna leave out any factors and act like, you know, I did it with no issues. I put it all back together, the truck started, and it shut down because it had a little small leak up here just because I forgot the gasket. But, you know, it's such a quick job, it's not a big deal. I took it apart, and now I'm putting it back together. Okay, so I got the truck going, and this is the last thing for this video. If you do end up breaking one of those screws, the little plastic screws, you can get a metal one, but here's a part number from O'Reilly's. Comes with a whole pack of them. Open these up real quick. Like I said, mine was already stripped out from the previous owner, but O'Reilly sells these. Comes with the O-ring and everything. So yeah, that's the part number 904112. It's a fill filter bleeder screw. You could get these metal, that's probably better than these, but you know, for $8 you can't really beat this. Keep these for next time, or you know, maybe someone might need them.